Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is presented by McCarthy Auto Group. View the new 2019 and 2020 inventory at any of the McCarthy locations throughout the Kansas City metro area. Make sure to head over to the official KCFA after party at the Flamingo Lounge. Let's party. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, let's hear it for Travis Ford. And fighting out of the red corner, his opponent, Thomas Thatcher.
Okay.
I like it. Two fighters with no nicknames.
Here
we
is
go.
Nick Nolte.
What's the record on these two gentlemen?
Went over the rules in the back. You guys got any questions?
This written down
Touch gloves,
here.
touch them now. Thank you.
Who are these people? Travis Ford, 0-1.
Thomas Thatcher.
Oh, Thomas Thatcher. Wait a minute. Is he supposed to fight somebody else?
I think so. I think this is a late replacement.
Oh, geez. Well, I don't have any information on this guy.
Well, you know, things happen. It's all right. But guess what? You got a little, ooh. Was that
Did I
a,
miss something? What happened?
oh, he taped his hair. Never seen that
Okay.
before.
Oh, that's got to be not great for your hair. But that's low on the priority list right now, I guess. Another open stance matchup. We've had a lot of these recently.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've never really seen that many left-handed fighters in one
Thomas
night.
Thatcher, 1-3.
All right.
Thank you.
Travis Ford aggressive early, but then backing up instantly. Thomas Thatcher getting taken down. Travis Ford goes into side control.
Yeah, we see Thatcher with that hand on the head still, which isn't a good place to hang out there. That OSP choke, the St. Preux people are calling it out. Formerly the Von Flue choke, when guys hold onto your head like that.
Front choke from Travis Ford, looking to gain a more offensive position, stuffing the head of Thomas Thatcher.
Ford moving him over to the cage. Kind of the
Interesting.
opposite tactics we've seen from some of our other fighters tonight, where they like to have him away from the cage. It's kind of a personal preference thing. Depending on the matchup, I will circle people to the cage. Almost a nice attempt at an up kick there.
Got back to his feet, Thomas Thatcher did. Now Travis Ford still trying to get a takedown. Almost a front headlock, now transition to the back by Travis Ford. Trying to go for a rear naked choke, but from the side. Interesting tactic used here.
Looks like he's got a good lock,
Oh,
but a
now-
bad angle.
Yeah.
And Thatcher's gonna come out on top here.
A lot of scrambles here in this first round.
Look at that.
Guillotine attempt here from Thomas Thatcher. Travis Ford trying to get out of this very difficult position.
Yeah, we see Thatcher racing for the guard position and Ford doing the opposite, trying to get out of the guard. In a position like that, bottom guy really wants to have control of the hips with his legs, and you see Ford was aware of that and able to kind of remove himself from the guard there. So good work there.
Full mount from Travis Ford. And another transition out of full mount to top position from Thomas Thatcher, although Travis Ford does have a guillotine. Look to be locked in. I don't know how tight this is, but we could see a tap.
Ford would need to take that left elbow over to the right side. Now you see that Thatcher has his arm in the way, so he can't get his elbow in place. So that choke is no more. And we got a little slowdown here. This is where we were talking about earlier, where the guys might be making that early in their pro career, might be making that adjustment from 3 minutes to 5 minute rounds, and kind of just really feeling those extra 2 minutes in the first round.
Wow, and a back take from Travis Ford from bottom position. Offensive strikes here landed from Travis Ford. Gets out of side control. Again, a stop and a scramble. Not sure exactly what each guy is looking to do, but we come up to under 1 minute left in round one.
A lot of energy expended in this round. I'll be interested to see the what the corner look. I know I sound like I'm repeating myself, but that's an important aspect of the fight. If you can see what these guys look like in the middle of rounds, you can kind of get an idea for where the fight could be heading.
Looks to be a cut on the eye of Travis Ford. We'll see if that has any bearing on the fight as it progresses. Travis Ford still in that top position in the guard of Thomas Thatcher.
Haven't seen much blood tonight. A little disappointed, if I'm being honest.
Coming up on 15 seconds in round one.
Is that weird?
No, I like it. I like blood too.
You're weird.
I am.
That's weird, bro.
Yeah, it's all right. I've been called worse.
I'm sure you have.
All right, that's the end of round one.
Okay.
Travis Ford already talking
with
to
Mr. Nolte here.
Yeah, seeing what happens here. We'll see if there's any.
He hit me in the face. Listen, that's allowed, my man.
Let's hope that wasn't the conversation, but it definitely could have been. Going into round two, what did you think about that first round? You did say that there was a lot of energy expended from both the gentlemen. What are you looking for as we go into round two?
Yeah, it was pretty high pace in that round. It started to slow at the end of the round, but yeah, I think round two we'll see these guys settle into the fight more, and we'll really start to see whose game plan is superior. Looks like the doctor's in there. Was it the doctor in there checking out Mr. Ford?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't see any like too serious cuts, anything like that. He looks reasonable, you know. Doctor's just got to make sure, though.
All right, touch your gloves, and we have started round two.
And Ford looks like he's hanging a sheet out to dry with his hand position there. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm sorry. Oh, big right hand.
Looping right hand from Travis Ford and a takedown early into round two. Travis Ford seems to be the bigger of the two gentlemen and looking for a key lock.
You know, looking for a little Americana there. Hard to get from half guard, but definitely possible, and good setup to get further in your position, just like Ford just did there.
Let's see if we get the theme of tonight, which is transition out of full mount into top position. It's already happened once in this fight and a dozen times probably in the fights previous.
Yeah, it's definitely something you don't see very often. I mean, should that happen to me in a round, I'm cursing myself in my head. Like, that's something you definitely don't want happening. Work hard to get a great position like mount, and then to have the guy roll you over, not what you want to do. But Travis Ford looks like he's staying pretty heavy on top, going for that key lock again, but you can see he doesn't have the angle.
And how do you fight off a submission like that if you're a guy on bottom?
He's doing good bringing his elbow to his ear like that, but I think Ford might be setting it up for an arm bar, which is what it kind of looks like.
Oh, he actually took the back
instead.
And goes for a rear naked choke. Can't tell from this angle, but could have something here.
Looks on his chin a little bit, but we'll see if he can maybe just squeeze him out. Kind of looks like he doesn't have control of his hips, so it doesn't look like he's going to finish this.
From one position to another one, he went from a rear naked choke to now being mounted. This is not good for Thomas Thatcher.
Again, we see him attacking the neck here, but Thatcher doing a good job defending, controlling hands here, which is the idea. Thatcher wants to control the hand that's around his neck.
And again, back to full mount. Punches being landed from Travis Ford.
Back to mount. Looking like an arm triangle here, which a head and arm choke, which is Ford's going to try to use his opponent's own arm to strangle him, which is doubly embarrassing. But it
Definitely,
happens.
yeah, it does happen, and it is embarrassing. So we'll see if Travis Ford can get this submission. But yeah, this second round has just been him in one positive position to the next, from either a rear naked choke to mount to now this head and arm choke. And I think we're going to get a tap.
Thatcher giving the 5 fingers, almost like I'm ready to tap, but
Nope.
doesn't seem like he's oh, there he goes. He does
All right.
the backhanded tap, which dude, in my 14 years, I've never seen that.
Interesting.
But, you know, shit happens. Sometimes you got to tap with the back of your hand, and that's what he did.
If anything, this KCFA 36 will be remembered for a lot of firsts. We've seen a lot of mounts to transitions, a backhand tap, a tap that wasn't a tap from Brandon McMahon, or maybe it was.
It was a tap, but I don't know.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of weird things tonight. I think that's probably the theme that I'm seeing as we move on with KCFA 36.
Yeah, there's a lot of definitely an element of randomness that goes on in any MMA fight. So, in any given night, you can see all kinds of wild shit.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout comes to an end at 3 minutes and 33 seconds of round number 2. Your winner by tap out of the blue corner, Travis Ford.
Travis Ford getting it done.